All right, next up, we are introducing Evelyn Valdez-Ward. She is a second-year PhD student in ecology and evolutionary biology at the University of California, Irvine. Her work focuses, all right, I see you guys, Irvine people, yeah. Her work focuses on the effects of climate change and the interactions between plants and soil microbes. As an undocumented scientist, she strongly advocates for STEM fields to protect dreamers. Please join me in welcoming Evelyn Valdez-Ward. Thank you.
I stand in front of you today as a dreamer. I stand in front of you as a Latina, a Mexicana, and a female scientist. My identity is a source of my strength because my existence is resistance. As a selfless act of love, my parents brought me from Mexico to the US in order to have access to higher education. And to honor their sacrifice, me puse las pilas, and I became the first in my family to obtain a degree. As an undergrad with DACA status, I had limited access to financial aid. And this meant that I had to work multiple full-time jobs just to cover tuition. And this took time away from my studies. And meanwhile, my father often had to travel out of the state to find work. And this left me to help my mom look after my younger siblings. Work, school, and being the head of household was often difficult to handle. Eventually, I found myself having to make the choice between school and family. And one of the most difficult decisions I ever made that felt like the biggest betrayal to my family was moving to California to get my PhD. Especially during this last year, when my family had to evacuate because of Hurricane Harvey and I was stuck 1,000 miles away. Getting into graduate school wasn't easy. Institutional and systemic barriers that already exist against me as a Latina and as a woman are only heightened as an undocumented student. And yet here I am, making my parents' sacrifices count by getting my PhD at the University of California, Irvine. I'm helping make a difference for Latinx and undocumented students who want to pursue higher education. And current federal policies, like the rescinding of DACA and the inability for this administration to pass legislation to protect dreamers, obstruct our ability to create a diverse academic community. And unfortunately, policies within higher education systems are only enhancing it by creating harmful learning environments that are personally attacking our undocumented students. For example, restricting undocumented students from in-state tuition, a sad tragedy affecting students in Arizona right now and in other states. Funding opportunities for undocumented students are already incredibly limited, and this only places additional barriers to dreamers who seek academic safety and refuge within our school systems. We contribute to this nation in invaluable ways. Dreamers are in our scientific communities, and dreamers are helping fight climate change. Dreamers are doing the science that will bring this nation to the next level. This fight is not just about us, but it's also about this nation losing prospective students because we stand to lose talented minds if they don't find support here. We desperately need a scientific community that will reflect the demographics of our nation. To remain academically and globally competitive, we have to harness all the powerful work of all dreamers and all students, regardless of background, sexual orientation, or citizenship status. And as I stand here today, surrounded by influential people of power, I want to say that change starts with you, because a true ally will make their voice heard. A true ally will use their influence for positive change, because everybody here plays an important and critical role in ensuring that this nation remains a safe place for our students to learn, free from the policies that are creating divisions within our community. So don't stand idly by while your community and your colleagues are hurting. I encourage you to step up and make your voice heard. Thank you.